Different strokes for different folks best represents how Nigerians assess the year 2023. With barely 1 week to the end of the year, and in continuation of our review of the year, News Central's Adebola Adedugba spoke to some citizens who told their story. Her report.
Many homes and individuals began the year 2023 on a challenging note. The Naira redesign policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria brought a harsh economic atmosphere over the country. As the Apex Bank announced the deadline for the phasing out of the old note as January 31st, 2023, tension rose, bringing the rich and poor into the same bracket of cashlessness. The policy, as expected, attracted both local and international backlash, especially given the short time span for its notice and implementation. Another monumental policy that shaped the lives of Nigerians is
the fresh subsidy is gone.
Meaning Nigeria's petrol subsidies would be scrapped, citing budgetary concerns. With this came a sharp rise in the prices of goods and services, as transportation witnessed between 100 and 200% increase. Prices of some food items jumped by a minimum of 300%. But how in real terms have these economic policies affected the lives of Nigerians?
We're in hell right now. We're in hell. In fact, to be sincere with you, I stopped buying fuel since the president took office, because I calculated what I'm buying 25 liters at that time, like 6,500, paying 500 for the keg in order for me to pour my generator. But now I calculated that it's like around 16,000 plus, and I'll burn this in 3 days. So because of that, I stopped buying fuels.
It's really causing some confusions, because the way the Naira is now, like 200 Naira, 500 Naira, both of the Naira look alike, then 100 Naira, 500 Naira, they look alike. So the Naira is really causing some confusions now, and then it really affects a business. The way business is not really moving. We are just been managing. Like before, I used to sell like, in fact, more than 20,000 Naira in a day, but now it's not up to that.
Mrs. Bankole is not alone in these. Zainab, who runs a salon business, narrates her ordeal.
They are not supposed to change everything that we won't be able to spend the old Naira notes. So everything, the business was not moving at all. Customers, they have to stay at home. Who is going to make it? If they don't have money, they are not going to make it now. Even me, we are still suffering it. Up to that time, it was a very, very, very bad time for business at all. Business was not moving. And about this fuel subsidy, oh my God. That one is the baddest. Just imagine, we are buying attachment for 1,700 then. Now it's 2,500. Today is Friday, it's weekend. Customers, if it was before, I would have a lot of customers today that have even booked me down. Everything, it affects my customer, even me. It affects me. See business, as this person is making air, I'm supposed to earn gen. Who born me? How? Which account am I going to write that? It's not even possible. Everything, if you are buying this 100 Naira before, if you go to market now, it's 400. So everything is not moving. It's not moving at all. It affects everybody badly. The customer, even we, the wholesaler, the retailer, if everybody, it affects us.
When they change the 200, 500, the money is, everything is still going fine. But now they have changed the currency to new notes. Everything has turned upside down. So there is no more work outside now, and there's no more business going through over there. But when about the fuel subsidy now, it has spoiled a lot of work now. There's no much work outside. People are complaining about fuel. So the work we are doing with a lot of money now, they are not ready to pay for workmanship now. To buy parts is very costly this time. So we don't have any, we just have to pray to God to let everything come back.
School administrators also had their tale to tell.
The cost of utilities has gone up. For toiletries, notebooks, and exercise books, we have lost so many parents who had come to inquire to bring their children to school but couldn't afford to bring them because of the scarcity of the Naira. Also, the subsidy has also affected parents who could afford to bring their children from distances, could no longer afford to bring them because of the cost of transportation inavailability of fuel and so many other things. So we are low in numbers right now because people now have chosen to go to schools near their homes where they can easily walk down to rather than take transportation to school or drive to our location, because most of them come from a distance from here.
While teachers struggle to survive, the sharp increase in tuition and other fees in schools forced some students to the streets in protest. The students insist that the prevailing economic situation can only guarantee they will be forced to abort their quest for education due to the inability to pay the fees. 2023 has proven to be a year many Nigerians will not forget in a hurry. But the government insists the pains are temporary and the benefits will be sustainable.
I feel your pain. This is one decision. We must be able to save our country from going under and take our resources away from the stranglehold of a few unpatriotic elements.
As the new year beckons, anticipations are getting brighter that the policies of government, if well executed, will turn around the economic fortunes of the people. Adebola Adedugba, reporting for News Central Television.